guys know the Bass King Fishing, back here with part 1 of my, well, I'm talking about my tackle. So let's get into this. The first one I will be doing is my jigs. So I'll get into this here. And if you haven't seen my intro to this, then I'll put that in the description. So you might want to go watch that. You'll be able to, I'm not going to go over what I'm doing, but if you go watch that, it says exactly what I'm doing. So I'll start off here. These are I have all my black and blue jigs because I only have, and like I said, I only have 3 black and blue jigs in here. 2 of them are new. I have 2 new techs, and then I have this football head right here. But the reason for that is, like I said, I don't want to have a lot of. I don't need a lot of jigs. If I have 2 jigs and then a football head, I'm fine with that. I can get through with those jigs because I'm not gonna break off 3 times. And if I do, well, then I'm probably gonna do it with every other lure I fish. So. And I use heavy braid jig, or not heavy braid, but heavy fluorocarbon. So, yeah. So this here is my brown crawl color jigs is what I have in here. I've got some new techs. I've got some football heads. I've probably got about 5 jigs in this one, and then I've got my favorite jig, the Ice Mini Flip. Missile jigs, Ice Mini Flip. So those are that, and then over here I have my weights in this little thing. I got a 3/4. I got some. This is tungsten. I got some more tungsten 3/8. I've got some lead 3/8 in there. And then here I've got some swinging. These are my hooks. I got swinging football heads. I've got some pegs, a punch rig, a punch skirt, and then my hooks are down here. Some EWGs, some flipping hooks. I've got some offset round bends down there. That's kind of what all that is. Throw that back. And here I've got my white. These are some sight fishing baits, so you can see the white really well. I've got that laid in there, and then below that I've got the Gambler Mega Daddy, which is a really big jig trailer. I like to use these when they're feeding on big, the forage is big, or there's just big bass in the lakes. And I'm going to go back and talk about when I'm throwing a black and blue, like I have here, the black and blue trailers, then I usually throw black and blue on a black and blue jig. And when black and blue is at its best is in dark water. I know it seems weird because of dark color and dark water, but it really stands out in the darker water. So that's why you want to use the blacks, black and blues, June bug, all those colors in the dark water. So here I've got I got some Berkley Trigger Chunks, some Gambler Burner Crawl here. It's got all kinds of black and blue jig trailers in this one for my black and blue jigs. And then here I've got some Twin Tail grubs. This is in a June bug green pumpkin. So I could flip it over and use it this way and throw it on a green pumpkin so it's more green pumpkins facing. Or I could do this and throw it on a black and blue because June bug's a dark color. And then here I've got some Skeet Pit Boss and June bug. This is just because I just have these for my flipping and pitching mainly. Here I've got my green pumpkin trailers. And when I like to use green pumpkin is in clear water and stuff like that, because the bass are, you want it to look real, and green pumpkin is probably the best all-around color. So you want the green pumpkin when the water's clear, or when it's semi-clear, stuff like that. And when the bass are smart, that's when I throw natural colors. And even winter time is when you want to throw natural colors a lot. And then getting into this is just a Yum. It's a crawl, but it's got a shrimp tail on the back of it. I like to use these on little small jigs and stuff like that. And then like the Ike's Mini Foot, stuff like that. My next one is the Strike King Structure Bug in Green Pumpkin. Now, I mainly use these on as flipping and pitching baits, but I will also throw them on a jig sometimes on special occasions if I want to, but mostly I flip and pitch with those. And then here I've got my black and blue structure bugs, and I like to use those. I will use these as a jig trailer sometimes, like I said, special occasions, but mainly flipping and pitching. And really a lot of the colors I keep are black and blues or green pumpkins. That's pretty much just what I keep. Except this is the only one that's not a green pumpkin or black and blue or June bug. And this is a Gambler Flappy Daddy in Royal Craw. So this is all I use these for are jig trailers, and that is all I will ever use them for is jig trailers. And the last one is my favorite for the Ike's Mini Foot, which is the the Berkley Chigger Chunk. And as you can see with this Ike's Mini Foot jig, is it matches up almost perfectly on there. As you can see, I already got one rigged up, but it's a great matchup with that. So that'll end out my part 1 of my tackle. So subscribe and stay tuned for part 2, where I will be talking about my Alabama rigs. Thank you guys for watching, and see you on the next one.